Hey, hello everyone. Hi, how is everybody doing today? Welcome to Crafter's Choice Sunday in the Crafty Bunch. I am happy to be here as always. I love being a presenter in the Crafty Bunch. It's such a great place to learn new things and meet new creatives. And it never disappoints. Always something fun to do. So today is Crafter's Choice, and I thought I would work on some journals that I have just kind of lying around. If you're unfamiliar with me, my name is Michele, and the name of my business is My Chele Belle Creations. And I am a curator for the Creative Curiosities Paper Notions Pack, and mostly I do paper crafts. So welcome, welcome. Happy to be here. And oh, no, I don't want to do that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is work on, I have all these little journals, and I wouldn't say that any of them are 100% complete. So I'm just going to work on this Alice in Wonderland one that I have right now. And I'm working on it because last month, the Creative Curiosities paper pack was themed with Alice in Wonderland. So I have this journal. I'm going to use some of the stuff I got in my paper pack to play in my journal. Hey, thanks, Cheryl. Thank you. So let's get this out of here, and let me turn the camera down so that you can see what I'm working on. Hey, Nicole. Hi. Hi there. How are you? You guys, I have been, look at my desk is a mess. I have been working on something kind of special. Oh, that's my nephew. I've been working on something kind of special for Decoupage Queen. It's not quite out yet, and so there's paint splatters all over my desk here, but stay tuned for that, okay? Because there's some fun stuff coming. Where's here it is. I went and grabbed all of my Alice stuff. Like I said, last month, the paper pack from Amanda was Alice in Wonderland themed. So I still have all of this. Look at this paper clip. Is that not adorable? This was a bag that was in the pack. And I cut the bag open and tied it around her waist, and kind of played with that. So let me show you. I'm going to set this stuff aside for now. I went and grabbed my Alice in Wonderland supplies. So this one does not have a signature in it yet. It doesn't have the holes punched or anything. But this is something that I do with 12 by 12 scrap paper. And I like to make these little notebooks, portfolios kind of things, you know. I showed them yesterday, but it doesn't have to, it can be anything you want. I have some here that are lavender themed. I have some here that are garden themed, fall. So you can see that, I mean, this is just something that you can do with any 12 by 12 scrap paper that you have, because if you're like me and you see it and you're like, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Hey, how are you doing? And you can't resist buying it. And so then you have so much scrapbook paper if you're like me, especially if you run into a sale. Lord. Okay. So this is something that you can do. So I thought I would go ahead and start off with one by scratch. You can see that these aren't the same height, but that's just because I kind of eyeball where I want my pocket to land. I don't have a measurement for that. So I just fold that up from what I want to be the bottom. And then of course you can decide whether or not you want, you know, what you want to be the inside or the outside. And And then all I do is score. I want the spine to be about 1/4 inch. Since it is, you know, this is just scrapbook paper. It's not going to have, it doesn't have any kind of board in it or nothing like that for the cover. Hi, Patricia. Thanks for hopping on. And so I want the spine to be fairly narrow. So I just do an 1/8 inch on either side of the 6 to make it a 1/4 inch spine. Okay. And then I'm going to fold the sides down. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and score. And see, again, no measurements. I'm just going to score, let's say, about a 1/4 inch. We'll go a 1/4 inch around. You could do a little more than that, probably. And this is just where I'm going to fold. Oh, shoot. This is just where I'm going to make the folds for to turn the edges down, and that actually kind of helps strengthen it a little bit too. Hi, Brittany. Hi. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you hopping on here. Where I scored it up here, there's just that little, you know, that little square. I'm going to kind of cut that out at an angle. Like that. And then same thing in the center. I'm just going to cut out this little Y shape right here. So that when I fold these in, it makes sense. I mean, it doesn't get all bulky, I guess is what I mean. So I just go in at an angle, just eyeball it. And then you can fold in where you scored. So you guys have 2 Michelles in a row today. I meant to check and see who was up after me and I forgot, guys. I'm sorry. I will look though. Hi there. How are you? So yeah, I didn't see what Michele did. And she's also Michele with 1 L. So at this point, I am going to do the same thing down here because I want my pocket, I want the side flap to fold over top of my pocket here. So with this one though, I'm going to use a ruler. I'm going to cheat a little bit. Y'all ask questions. You know, I know that I am probably talking fast. I talk fast when I'm a little bit nervous too, and I don't care how many times I go live. I'm always a little bit nervous or a little bit, you know, I mean, I'm kind of all over the place on my best days, not live. And look, I want my little metal ruler. Can't find it. Dadgummit, I was just using it. Okay, so just so that it's the same, because the pockets I feel like are a little bit more important maybe. I am going to go, let's go, what did I do with my pencil? I'm going to go about a 1/2 inch on you're next. Hey, yes, I will be there. I will. I'm going to go a 1/2 inch over from the left spine, and then a 1/2 inch over from the right. And I usually do this in pencil, but since it's the pocket's a lot longer than that top, I'm just going to draw a line from that point to my spine. And again over here. You guys, I actually came across this little portfolio, I don't know, notebook thing on Treasure Books. I don't know if anybody follows her. I follow her on YouTube. She is a amazing junk journaler, paper crafter. Always has great videos, and she's very much about not spending a ton of money on stuff. So she comes up with the best ideas to do with things that you have around. Highly recommend her. Okay, so there's that. So now we have the inside pockets. It's starting to come together already, right? Okay, now let me think. It's been a while. So I am going to, because this is going to come up. Let me get my longer scissors. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, guys. So glad you're here. And I am going to not cut this straight. I'm going to cut it at a bit of an angle. Not too awful much. But I don't know if you can even see. If you can make out where the score is, or the fact that that is just a little bit of an angle. Then I'm going to get up to where the pocket score and the side flap score meet, and just angle off like that. So now, when I fold this up, and I can fold this over where we scored it, it will look very finished and overlap right, oops, it's overlap right there. Very nice. Like a so. There. Okay, the same thing over here. Yeah, so you guys, this is just a really fun thing to do with all of that scrapbook paper that you have, that you bought because it was beautiful and you knew you'd do something with it. Or it was on sale and you were like, oh my gosh, that's such a good sale. Okay. Now I'm going to start gluing a little bit. I'm going to take my art glitter glue, and first thing I'm going to do is glue down this outside seam of the pocket. Yeah, earlier today, so last week at some point, a bunch of those big orange construction cones showed up in my neighborhood. They were like all down my street. There was one in my yard, and down, the other streets leading to my street. And we were all talking about, what is that about? What's going on? And our electric company had come out. We had actually just paid to have our trees trimmed last year, but they came out and told us they were going to trim our trees in our backyard. And I thought, oh, well, maybe that is what that represents. Well, then earlier today, I was like, what are all these people doing on my street? What is going on? And then I noticed that one of them had a number on. So there was some sort of local run walk thing. I was like, oh, no wonder I didn't know about it. No wonder I didn't know what was happening. I'm not privy to the whole, 5K, 10K, whatever the heck is going on there. So yeah, I had no idea until I started seeing all these people with numbers running down my street, which is kind of strange because like I just live in a neighborhood, you know. It's not like I live next to, I guess I do live kind of by the river. Here in Kansas, we call it the Arkansas River. Y'all probably know it as the Arkansas River. But here in Kansas, my whole life it's been called the Arkansas River. It wasn't until I was an adult. And I don't know, I'm sure I said it somewhere around somebody that wasn't from here. And I never even thought about it being, you know, the Arkansas River. Okay, so there we have it. That's kind of a cool little notebook. So you just put a signature in there. You can make your signature just a little, I'll get one out that's finished. Just something that you can do. Oh, this one's not finished either. This signature is not even put in. It's something that you can do with your 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. I put eyelets in. This eyelet's coming out, but I put eyelets in. This one is kind of a garden theme. And then I just put all my kind of my garden stuff in there. And I think I have 2 or 3 of each theme that I've made because I had in my mind that I would put these in my booth, you know, like 3 to a pack. But I'm not sure now. I know that the Crafty Bunch is having a sale November 8th. So you guys mark your calendars for that because a lot of us are going to be on here selling things that we make. So this is what I'm making, showing you guys how to do this with your scrapbook paper. And again, you can do those, like if you have a crocodile, you can do those eyelets. And that will even reinforce this more because, you know, it is just scrapbook paper. So there we go. Now, let me put this away. Or not really away, I'm just going to put it on the floor here. And this is just, I just grabbed all of my Alice in Wonderland stuff because this is one that I hadn't done a lot of work on. Ooh, look at that. I like that. I might have to take this out of my Alice in Wonderland stuff because I like that a lot. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to use any of those. See, I mean, I have so much Alice in Wonderland stuff. I like the style of it. I've never seen the movie, you know, the new movie. I don't even really remember watching the old Disney cartoon as a kid. But I don't know. I like it. I've never read the book. But I think what I'm going to do, this one doesn't have a signature in it yet, so I thought I'd put together a couple of signatures. That would be cute right there, wouldn't it? That little pocket there, pocket in a pocket. I thought I would use, this is just a, this is Heidi, the book Heidi. Hey, Linda, thanks for joining today. I can always count on you to make me giggle, so I'm glad you're here. Yeah, so this is something that I had put in one of my paper packs that I shipped out. I gave everybody a page out of this book. 1946 is when this one was made. So I always try and do, you can see the pages I've torn out to use. That's kind of neat. I don't know that it goes with Alice in Wonderland though. That's kind of cool. I think I'll take this one out. Earlier when I was saying that about the Arkansas River, the Arkansas River, I still can't say it like that. I was going to ask, did you guys have stuff when you were growing up as kids that you didn't know was weird until you went and stayed the night with somebody else? That's what it made me think of. And since I tore it there, I'm just going to go ahead right now. I say that. Oh, I have my aged tape. There it is. Do you guys do this with your tape? Make it look, make your tape look like it's old. Chewed off all of my nails. I use alcohol inks because that's what I saw somebody do. I cannot remember who. You haven't, Cheryl? Yes. You just take your tape and tape it onto, this is one of those sleeve protectors so that it, you can take it back off. And then you have it. But like, if I sat here and scrubbed at it, I would get the age part off. So I haven't experimented since I've done this because I haven't ran out yet. But these little reinforced hole things that I use for tags, these I just use distress ink on. The purple and the blue. The brown ones I used the alcohol ink again. But because this is paper, I think that the distress inks would have worked just as good and not quite as messy. Yes, Linda, I agree. But I think that this tape just adds a little something to your journal. I have this weird thumb thing happening, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a piece of the tape. Okay, so there. And now I'm gonna just stick it right here. And so there you go. Now you have that aged tape for your journal. And I don't know, I love the look of it. It looks really good. Like if you use it to tape in old pictures and stuff like that. Super fun. Super fun. And then I thought I would use a couple of these. I only have until 2:30. But we'll get as far as we can. We'll just visit and have a good time. Oh, yes, you guys try it. I think that you guys should all try. I like that paper. You guys should all try the aged tape and the aged reinforced holes. Oh, speaking of aged, let's see, it's right here. I'll show you guys this too. This is paper clips that I don't want them to be shiny. I want them to be crusty and rusty. So I have a little thing on my desk that they soak in. I'm getting low on them. And so that's why you have that there. But yeah, so then your paper clips are not shiny metal either. Okay. I don't think that this paper is straight. So yeah, I mean, if you like, you know, the shiny, then of course don't do that. But it's just something that's kind of fun, something different, you know, for your journal. Oh, you're right. You know, that that would be a fun life, wouldn't it? I like her. She's pretty, right? Now the paperclip thing, I'm pretty sure I got from Be Again Books. She's my new obsession on YouTube. Her name's Kathleen Maurer. It's Mower is her last name. So I don't know if it's Mower or Maurer, but I would think that it would be Maurer. But what do I know? And these Alice papers that I have, I bought them a long time ago on Temu. And then I learned that they you know, that it could be stolen from somebody else. If it is, I don't know who, and I'm sorry. But I bought it and I'm using it. So the other thing, oh, let's see if there's anything. Like I said, I have the, this is the paper pack from September. We'll put that little paper clip in there. And Amanda did it. And she did an Alice in Wonderland theme. Oh, and that one says Alice in Wonderland. Cute. So I will use some of this. Oh, that's a sticker. Another Alice in Wonderland card. Oh, this is what I made the day that we opened it in the group, in the private group. Just a little, you know, Z-fold thing. We could put that in our journal here today. She's got more cards. So yeah, I did the October pack, and oh, she put some yo-yos in. I forgot about those. I need to pull those because I do have a sunflower journal. And I've been so busy getting that sent, and it got sent out. It got sent out on the 10th. It gets shipped out on the 10th. And so I feel like I'm finally kind of able to breathe a little bit, maybe. My nephew works for Pepsi, and I helped him with a presentation. And we used my good card stock, and I'm like, well, I'm not about to let that go to waste. I will use that for other things. The pieces of it that we didn't use. And he did get the promotion he went for. These are fussy cut type things. This is Amanda's original art. And spoiler, I put some of my original art that you can download for the October. So Nicole, I don't know if you're still on here, but you will get some original art from me in your first paper pack. Okay, sorry guys, off track a little bit. Let me grab some of my dyed papers. A couple avocado dyed papers. Some tea dyed papers. This is the magazine page that I dyed with avocado, but on this side is a badger. I'm like, I bet I did not notice when I looked at it and chose it to dye because we've got the birds, and I probably thought that was interesting. And then we've got a badger. I'm like, he's not very cute. He's not very cute. Like this. Now this is a paper bag that I dyed. Oh, and this is the Alice words. I had sent them to her to use in this because I had them. That one. So when I do signatures, I just kind of go through and try to get, you know, some interesting papers, and then I fiddle around with the order and how I'm going to use them and everything. So this one I'll have to trim down. And I can't wait to try. Cheryl showed that she had used the avocado dye on textiles, and I cannot wait to try that. They were gorgeous. If anybody does want some information on the paper pack, I think I have it set up that you can put in hashtag paper pack in the comments, and you'll get a message from me that has information, a place to link to a link for you to get information. Okay. I do like to use these paper bags and journals because you can, like, it just has built-in pockets and stuff. So I'm going to just cut off the end of this so that will create there we go. It will create like a double pocket inside there. And then I'm going to have to refold it though, so that it will fit in here. And I could cut this side of the paper bag off, you know, so that it's like that, or I can fold it. So if I fold it, then when it's in you know, when it's in the journal, it will be like where there would, you would open it up and then this part would open up too. I think I'm gonna do that. She must really be. She said that she used about 4 or 5 avocados. And I want to say this is the only time I've ever done it. And I want to say that I used 4. There. So for whenever I use a paper bag, I always glue this. Is this a gusset? Is that what you guys would call this? I always glue this shut. I don't like it when it's open. I mean, I guess I don't know if I would, but I'm assuming I don't like it when it's open. It's never seemed like a good thing to have it not be glued. But I love the texture of paper that has been, you know, wet and then dried. So even though, I mean, you can see that I've dyed it because you can see the, you know, but it's, you know, it's still brown. Oh, yeah. I mean, so I have done it without using my oven. When my my youngest grandchild, when my grandson was with me, I thought, you know, I really want to do this, but I don't really want to be in and out of the oven while he's toddling around here. He turned 2 last week, and this has been a while back. So he was, you know, at that toddler stage where he was constantly tripping. And so we'll have one big pocket, and one like a half a pocket. Okay. So what you can do is, if you get one of those tablecloths, you know, they have them for like every season. Mine happens to be a 4th of July one, but it's that kind of felty felt on one end, and then the top is plastic. And I just put that on my bed, and you know, I was obviously desperate because I was like, how much do I like this comforter, you know? But I did it anyway, and it was fine. Like none of it seeped through to the bottom. There was a couple of times where I would kind of take paper towels and pat where the liquid would pool in the ups and downs, you know, in the dips of the bed or whatever, like the covers. But it didn't go through at all. And then I just put a fan on it. And the only thing that happened is when it got to the point where it was super dry, it just blew the paper all over the place. Okay, so now we have that. See my little Z fold that I made with this little tag is something that would be cute. Inside here, right? So that is like that. So obviously we're not going to get to a place where I'm putting these in the book, but I work on these little notebook things fairly frequently, I think. So yeah, if you don't have an oven, you can still dye your paper. And if you have a gas oven, you probably shouldn't use your oven to dry it anyway. So I kind of go through when I'm making my signatures and just think about the flow. Let's see, let's get these two papers to size a little bit better. I wish I could find my my metal ruler, because I just prefer, here's a big plastic one. I just prefer to rip paper rather than cut it for stuff like this. The first journal I ever did when I gathered up my papers, before I did anything, I ripped the edges of every single piece of paper I put in there. I haven't done it since because it was honestly a lot to go through. It was a bigger journal. To go through and rip every side of every piece of paper was too much. Always chasing paper. Since I work from home and do this from home, I have to make myself, every now and then, I'll be like, okay, Michele, you need to maybe see other people. Maybe you should leave your house. And so I will make myself kind of go out and about. But if you stay home a lot, did you guys notice that after in 2020? Did anybody else notice that once you're home, it's like, do I really need to be around other human beings? Is that just me? Oh, you know what I want to do? I don't like to do all of my paper facing the same direction. So we're going to put that like that, and then we'll do another one like that. And I'll probably ink all of these papers. I think I'll go ahead and do my other avocado one in there. And then I'm just going to punch holes, and you can either use, a pamphlet stitch. You can just do 2 holes and put ribbon through there, use embroidery floss. If you don't do a pamphlet stitch, then it's something that can have the paper, can be replaced, and the cover can be used more than once. And then that will be the signature, and I would probably use some of the ephemera that I have to do something on the cover. I've only got 3 minutes. But yeah, I mean, I can't even remember when I started kind of collecting Alice stuff, but I do have a lot of it. Ooh, I like the door. That door looks really good there, doesn't it? I don't know if you guys can see. There's lots of little bitty pieces. I'm liking these little leaves and stuff, like coming down from here. Ooh, yeah. Okay, you guys, if you guys are watching from the Crafty Bunch group, you're going to refresh your page, and that's going to bring up Kathy. Sheer luck. What? What's sheer luck? The fact that this has all these little leaves in it? Yeah, that's going to bring, I think she said it was Kathy. Hey, Jane. Hi. I'm getting ready to hop off here. I've got 1 minute. Kathy's Country Goodness. That's who's after me. And so if you just refresh your page, she will hop right up here, and I'll look forward to seeing what she's doing. I'll be working on this while she's doing it. So I hope you guys are crafting along with us too. It's always fun when you're crafting with us. Yeah, and again, if you guys want information on the paper pack, just put #paperpack in the comments and you'll get a message from me. All right, thanks guys. I will see you next time. Bye.